Today we use bone butter. If you don't know what that is, that's because I'm attempting to grab your attention for YouTube's algorithm and hold on to you like a lost lover. Welcome back to Bourdain.
Everybody should know how to use a knife.
Use everything, waste nothing.
Let's start at the beginning. It ain't that hard, okay?
I hope you're doing well. My name is Mitch May, and according to my therapist, I've exhibited personality traits of addiction. We are working through Anthony Bourdain's layout cookbook, doing every recipe for the first time on camera, messing up. Today, we're going to make Onglet Gascon. Very tough for me, still, with the French pronunciation. We are going to roast up some bone marrow. We're gonna make a beautiful sauce. I have Anthony Bourdain's cookbook linked in the description if you wanna check it out. Let's get moving on this pretty simple on the surface recipe. So we initiate with our spaghettos. These are Yukon Gold potatoes. I wanna go for a simple vibe here. Dig out these little imperfections. If you're not familiar, this cool thing is for getting out these guys. I don't really know how to cut these up into wedges, dog. I mean, I can do some we might do some long wedges, let's see. I'm curious to see what happens if I just bake these. 425 in the oven for about 30 minutes and see what kind of potatoes we're left with. So let's toss these in a bowl with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pep, throw them in there. So a little improv time. I want to implement these bad boys. I found them in my cupboard. I am going to first crush a little garlic. Gosh, I forgot the first move, which is to chop off this part. And then they come off much, much easier. I'm going to rehydrate some of these cherries, just probably like about that much, and give them just a chop through. I just wanna make sure everyone is cut in half. Okay, I have a breaky tiki. I don't know why that's cracking me up. We take sip wine. Bourdain would have us add to the end. I'm going to add a half cup, more or less. Put these bad boys in there. I'm going to let this simmer down for about 5 minutes. Okay, I don't know what that's doing there. Over here, medium heat. That is so freaking awkward, isn't it? Fun part, steaks, bone marrow. Bourdain calls for the onglet. Wasn't at Ye Olde ShopRite, so that sucked balls. Instead, I found this. Again, the goal here is to get these nice and room temperature. If you can see, there's a little bit of silver skin there. I'm leaving it, man. This is kind of lazy, chill, impulsive cooking. Pow. Let these rest right above the dishwasher, as they should. Bone marrow. Okay. Bourdain has us let this hang out in water, and then he's just gonna have us the bone marrow with our fingies. This is gonna be so hard. That's what she said, and I'm annoyed at that. The bone itself is way too big, way too Ariana Grande, so I'm gonna get like a spoon or a knife. Oh, Dijon. I don't know how we do this. Tips for pushing out bone marrow out of bones. Please let me know. I'm gonna just ram this spoon into the bone marrow. Totally not working. Can't say I ever pictured myself doing this before. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Oh, yeah. Huh. We got it, we got it. So I had bone marrow once at the steakhouse I was working at. I wasn't crazy about it. I will totally try it in this sauce. The idea is that it's nice and whole, which as you can see, I'm failing a bit to do here. And I think I'm getting chunks of bone in as well. I don't know how this stuff interacts. I don't know what the hell it does in the oven. I don't know if you can sear it, what. I'm gonna put it in the oven at 375 and let it do its thing. Steaks have a little bit of tree stuck to them. Above, oh gosh, too heavy on the salt in there. Oil, nice hot oil. And lay our steaks away from ourselves. Steaks are releasing. Pretty nice sear there. I'm gonna add a little butter just to base, get it nice and brown. And our garlic, throw on top of here. And honestly, I've just been feeling how the steaks feel. Say that 10 times fast. I'd say they're done. Just by feeling that. Let's get these off to the side. Check on our bone marrow. I'd say it's done. I don't really know. This is the reduced white wine with cherries. Put that in. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrape, 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 scrape. Stock. This is just better than Bourdain, okay? Half a cup. while this is reducing. A little comment of the week from Eric Roscom. Thank you very much. Very cool to see a part-time cook watching my videos, giving me tips. You know, I am always open for tips. This is a exploration in many senses. Secret bit of demi-glace, just to add a nice note of savoriness. Our bone marrow. Man, did Mitchell screw this up. Kick up the heat because I realized I just added a really crazy amount of stuff. I'm gonna add some water. It's getting a little too syrupy. Now, for aesthetic purposes, I am going to strain and add in our Dijon mustard. If you wanna subscribe, think about it, dang it. I'm starting a new little project where once a week I am going to do mental recaps. How the week's going, how I'm doing, how I'm managing. We'll see how it goes. I'm very happy with the cook on the steak. That sauce is nothing short of heaven. The bone marrow. As I remember, it's just a texture. It's kind of gooey, ooey. I think it adds a really nice thickening to sauces. The Lazy Man potatoes, they're serviceable. Thank you for spending your time with me. Check this out, check this recipe out. This was another episode of Back to Bourdain now.
Stay organized and clean up after yourself. You do the best you can.